Alright, what is going on, guys? It's Connor. I'm back again with another tier list, and this is going to be playing a little bit off the last video. I plan on doing all of the companies, starting from the bottom going up. So here we're going to be doing the Deviate bowling balls that are on the market right now, minus the activator, or the Activate? Deviate Activate? I don't know. Whatever it got released today. It got announced today, not released. So I decided not to put it on here because I don't, I don't know it. With that being said, I probably shouldn't have many of these bowling balls on here at all because I've never thrown them. I've seen them a lot. Uh, what's on the market right now is pretty okay for Deviate. And actually, there's some okay stuff here. But yeah, without further ado, I'm gonna jump right into it. So, first, I think this is the Warrant Solid. I could have totally butchered that. I think it is the Warrant Solid. I know for sure it's the Warrant. I don't know if it's like a hybrid or Pearl. I don't know which one it is. It looks like Solid in the picture, so go with the Warrant Solid. I've seen this a lot. I actually have a few friends that have thrown it and made videos on it. I've seen it thrown a lot on tour. See, I literally have the current line of bowling balls up right here because I didn't know what was going on with any of them. But the Warrant Solid, I actually contemplated throwing. I almost got myself one without knowing anything about it because I actually thought it looked really good. So with that being said, that's definitely going to be a really easy A tier. I'm sure if I learned more about it, I'd get an S tier. But I'm just not that knowledgeable about Dv8's bowling ball line. This is about the only one that I'm not going to know anything about because I don't know. Next is the Dv8 Verge Pearl. I was really surprised to see that this was still on the market, as well as a few of these other things, because they have a lot of really good Pearl balls out right now. They have the Decree Pearl. I think the Hellraiser Return is a Pearl. Intimidator Pearl, Poison Pearl, and the Turmoil 1 Pearl. Not the Turmoil 2 Pearl, but the original Turmoil. Wow, that's hard to say. Turmoil Pearl. Which I'm not sure. I'm really surprised that's still on the market. I feel like that came out quite some time ago. Because I had the Turmoil 2 Pearl in my bag right now. I just don't throw it very often. Anyway, the Verge Pearl, once again, I've seen a lot of people throw it. When it first came out, it was really good because there wasn't much on the market that was like it. But after a while, it just, bowling balls were getting released that, you know, took up that spot much better than that one did. So with that being said, I think it definitely deserves a B tier because it was really good when it came out, but then just like, it advanced and kind of got overshadowed by some things. But I was really surprised to see that one was still on the market too with all these other things. Next is the Turmoil Pearl. Got it that time. When I went down to Junior Gold in 2018 in Dallas, I witnessed the craziest thing. I didn't know what ball it was at the time, but everybody was throwing the Dv8 Turmoil Solid, that white, orange, and blue, I think. Hold on, let's look. Solid. No, it's this one. Yeah, this is a solid. I don't. Oh, that's the Turmoil 2 Solid. Yeah, this one everyone was throwing. It was the craziest thing. I didn't know what it was at the time, but I do now, and I almost wish I had had one of them. I feel like it was really, really good. And then I haven't seen someone throw one since, so maybe I don't wish I had one of them. I don't know. Anyway, the Turmoil 2 Pearl came. Oh, God dang it. The Turmoil Pearl came out, not the 2. This is the original one. And I felt compared to the Solid, it was really disappointing. The motion was just kind of meh for a Pearl ball, and I don't know. I honestly, am gonna have to give this a D tier because I've seen it enough to know that it's just, once again, it's gonna get overshadowed by nearly every other Pro ball on the market right now. Next is the Deviate Poison Pearl, which I threw the other poison that was out. That like gross yellow color. Is it the solid? Yeah, this one. Is that the solid? It doesn't say. What is this? The green is the pearl. I don't know. No, solid reactive. Okay. So yeah, I threw the solid, and the solid was pretty okay. It was at a time when I had kind of a funky arsenal around my junior gold time in 2018. Was when I threw that. Uh, the pearl, I've seen it go down the lane a few times, and I really do like the motion of it. I would almost consider getting one for myself, uh, but I'd have to see exactly where it fits in my bag and if it's worth knocking something out for it. With that being said, I think I'm going to give it a B tier. It's going to be behind the Verge Pearl still, but it's still a pretty good ball. The Notorious is the next one on our list, and I don't like. I saw a ton of people throw this when it first came out. Once again, and I like the motion of it. I think it's a very solid, consistent um, motion. It's very, you can use it on house shot. You could probably use it on sport shot depending on pattern. Um, the main thing I've seen it thrown on is house shot though, which is strange because no, maybe that is a solid. Yeah, so probably is pretty good for house shot too. Um, I'm gonna have to put this in the A tier behind the Warrant Solid. Next, I'm gonna do the Intimidator Pearl. This one, I liked the Intimidator Solid. I believe was the other like white and purple one. Very good ball. It's gonna be. I think the Solid would rank higher than the Pearl would for me. The Pearl, just the motion. Once again, same thing with the Turmoil Pearl. Is it was just meh compared to a lot of the other things on the market, and it got overshadowed really easily. And then, yeah, I just would have much rather had probably a Verge Pearl or a Poison Pearl over that. Next is the Hitman Enforcer. This is one I don't know anything about. Since it's the Enforcer, I believe. Oh, it's ASIM? Yeah, that. Yeah. Well, that's embarrassing. That tells you how much exactly I know about it. Um, Low RG ASIM. It's a hybrid. Is this long? Is 140 long? I don't know how they do that number, but oh yeah, it's gonna be, yeah. Okay, that's pretty good. I've seen it thrown. I just have seen it thrown by people who have a really different ball roll, if that makes sense. I don't think I've seen it from any of the pros, so I couldn't give you an accurate how I feel about it. It's been people with either like a super spinny ball roll or like no revs, low speed, just something not normal, you know. But the Hitman Enforcer, I from what I've seen from those two sets of people, is just pretty good. Um, it's something that you definitely use on house shot if you fit where those two sets of people fit. Um, so since I haven't seen it thrown on sport shot or anything, I'm gonna give it a B tier. Behind the Poison Pearl, just because I don't know enough about it to rank it appropriately for Sport Shot. This comes from my knowledge of Sport Shot as well with the little mix of House Shot and how I feel each of these would play. Next, let's see. That's the Hellraiser Return. Deviate Hellraiser Return. I've seen this thrown by a good number of people. When it first came out, I was really excited to see Hellraiser again. Very unique. I think it's a Pearl cover stock. I'm pretty confident saying that. I just think that ball looks crazy good. Deviate did a really good job making this ball, and for what they have on the market right now, I think that's pretty easy S tier. Oh no, these are the decrees. The pink, white, and black is the solid. Yes, yeah, it's a solid. The solid I don't like very much. I have seen it thrown, and I actually threw one shot with my friends with the decree solid, and I what was the pattern? I think it was boardwalk is what I threw it on, and it had a good motion to it, but I don't know since how late we were in the games. I just don't think it was the right ball to be throwing anyway. No offense to the guy I threw. Anyway, um, but from what I've seen, how it's been utilized around me, seeing it on Sports Shot, on House Shot, it's going to be in the C tier above the Intimidator Pearl for me. And then we have another story here with the Decree Pearl. I think arguably this is probably one of the better bowling balls they've released in a long time. The Decree Pearl is. It's especially one of the better Pearl balls they've released, which Dv8 does a pretty good job at releasing Pearl bowling balls. Like I said, I had the Dv8 Turmoil 2 Pearl, which I do like a good bit, but it only comes out at certain times because I have it drilled pretty weak. Decree Pearl is going to go up here in between the Warrant and the Notorious for me. I think it's a really, really good ball. And if I had this, I would definitely bring it out. Next, I feel like I can't even bag on this ball here. We all saw that Chris Kelso throwing it at what show was that? I don't know. It was one of the shows. We all saw him throwing it and just slinging wood. The Deviate Damn Good Verge definitely deserves a spot at the top of S tier because it's just it's so good. You can't even argue with it. That's one of the better balls Deviate's ever going to make. I do hope that they keep going in the direction they've been going with these top 5 bowling balls. Besides maybe the Notorious, I just don't know that much about that one. But these 4 right here, I hope they keep going how they're going with these because you have 2 amazing Pearl balls and then 2 really good solid balls. And I would be excited to see Deviate move up because I've never been a big fan of what they've made. But yeah, this is going to be all for the ranking of Deviate's bowling balls that are on the market right now. And I hope you guys enjoyed and have a good day. Thank you.